And then, is this kid a Tenkuchi Shinken fighter? Nah, this is Shunji Kempo. Get in yet, you funny alien. The best dude. And Brunon's good too. That boy. Anybody else? Koji talks to him. And judo. Little bubble. Fuck over. Focus. Just in the fucking sea. No, I ain't getting in the sea. But no, man. I mean, I did go and shopping. I was going to the hospital in the afternoon. So we'll have to see if there's anything happens tomorrow, because I might be too tired after such a big day. Gun. I'll be about there if you want to give me the big pinchy. Bazooka this boy and get murdered by him too. That was good. Hold off all the Neo Zeon, just the Mark II, which was old as hell and balls and shit. Huh? For the lady. And go easy on girls. Do any of these boys? Let's try that on for size then. Devil Saturn City's dead, he died, never going to see him again. Yeah, so Devil Saturn 6 mad as hell because he had a chance to win because that man didn't show up today. And then he blows up. Let me get a biosensor. Thanks, Visha. And then, there we go. We did it, nice work. And then Gingo and Hokuto, whoo, we did it, nice work. And then, you know, Dendo out of juice. And then the gear people didn't have anything, it's out of energy, didn't have anything set up for it, so only had auxiliary power. But Shibuya orders a recovery beacon launch right away. And then, oh nice, we got a beam coating. Nice, brilliant. Good. And at the Skull Moon base. And Braki's telling Gandalf about a new arrival on the complete opposite side of the moon, and it's a huge fortress. Put it on the monitor, and he puts it on the monitor, and there you go. It's the Spiral Castle. Wow, look at that. I wonder what temple it was based on. But yeah, Gandalf recognizes it and its owners all too well. They're the Gulfer, enemies of all life. And then Braki says they were quick in, they were quick in bringing rogue beasts down to Earth, but they were all destroyed by Duke Fleet's crew. And they haven't attacked the Vegans yet, but Gandalf's not surprised. Their shield should keep them invisible, which means they can sit back and just see how this goes. Yes, definitely Braki. And then it's Devil Saturn 6 who finishes reporting what happened, and Giga Gourmet, as he's sometimes known. Yeah, Giga Gourmet. He's like, so what I'm getting from this is that you failed and ran away from the Earthlings. It's like, well, I mean, not quite like that, but, you know. And then Diondra is also not sympathetic and is like, you brought shame to the Gandala. And then Saturn apologises to his sister, and that ends in another group of yelling, because he needs to call her by her proper titles. Oh, Neko, me, you piece of shit. And then Giga Vita, this big floating thing, says that he knows it's by the Gulfer Emperor's command that they're using the Gandala, but he's appalled by how absolutely trash they are. And Diondra's like, we're here as the collaborators, and only because the Gandala's boss, Lord Gades, said so. And then Giga Absolute says that we're all after the same things, the data weapons. And then Diondra says that she wants them, them to honour the alliance forged between their leaders. And then Absolute is like, hearing a space criminal speak of such things, ridiculous. And then the core of the Spiral Castle, this fella, speaks and said they should focus on the Dendo. None of them expected it to be in this world, and their empire's been searching for it for some time. The one lost gear. And if it's on Earth, then the data weapons must be there too, because they're connected to the gears. And thankfully it doesn't appear that either it nor the Earthlings managed to get their hands on any of the sacred electronic beasts. So Spiral Castle orders, he tells everybody to do it. He says, alright, suspending the plan to annihilate mankind, and we've got to find the data weapons. And he wants the 3 Gulfer generals to send their chips in the form of humans to Earth to help with the search. So beat boot, beat boot. Absolute turns into this redhead fella. Gurame turns into this guy. And there's Witta. And they're like, wow, can't believe the humans have the same appearance as the Arctos people. Weird, wild. But they're ready to serve, and Bruno says here they also have a speech impediment that makes them all put odd suffixes on everything they say. But regardless, yokai honey. But yeah, they're gonna go look for the data weapons. Yeah, so he keeps going she all the time, so they keep saying stupid shit at the end of their sentences. And then Jondra's like, yeah, we must hurry as well. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Yokai, buddy. Oh, yeah, he keeps going Jan and then Barry, and I didn't see what the redhead one said. And then Shibuya introduces himself to Bright, and Bright's like, yeah, I'm captain of the Hellgama, Bright, no, thanks for helping out. Yeah, so he's like, thanks for helping us out, it was only thanks to you that we repelled the enemy, and Bright's like, oh, no problem, really, but a few questions. And just like the kids, and then Shibuya's like, yep, sure the kids have got questions too. And then Kirikuni brings in Hokuto and Ginga, and Bright's like, ah, yes, they pilot the blue robot, right? Figured it out. But at the chief's request, the kids, he's like, please introduce yourself, and he's like, oh, I'm Hokuto and I'm Ginga. And they introduce themselves, and they want to know what's going on. Okay, so she keeps going Dawa. I saw that she went Wa, but I didn't think it went Dawa all the time. But yeah, and they want to know what the deal is. A gear? What the heck's a gear? And Inoue explains that Gear is a secret organization meant to safeguard Earth from the Gulfa, and Empire machines bent on destroying all life. And of course, the Dendo is the bot they made to face them. And Ginga's like, oh, great, I get that, but why do we need to pilot it? And then Vega comes in and says, Chief, allow me to explain the rest. That voice, are you... the woman who was talking to us in the cockpit? Yes, I am, Ginga Hokuto. And then Hokuto, her voice is so much like my mother's. Hey, wait a minute. Yes? Are you copying Shard and Red Comet with that mask? Huh? Oh, now you mention it, poor right. No, the visor's a very important piece of equipment for my missions. I'm definitely not your mother in disguise, alright? Well, not Hokuto's anyway. But anyway, Vega introduces herself as the vice leader of Gear and requests they bring their Gear commanders together. So, make them touch, make them do contact, alright? So put them together, and then there's a weird light. It's like, whoa, what the? And then Kurakuni's like, whoa, that's a way stronger reaction than me and Vega got. And she says, that only those who can bring forth that light from the Gear commanders are capable of piloting the Dendo, and the strength of that light will become the Dendo strength. And then, they don't know why Dendo chose Hokuto and Ginga as the pilots, but she does know they're necessary for Dendo to reach its full potential and save the Earth from the Gulfa. But basically, Gear needs them to use Dendo and fight. And Ginga and Hokuto are obviously shocked at having such a request made. Yes, but Bright wonders if the he's like, wow, more kids like Judo and everybody to take to the field. Hokuto wants to know why they need them when there's so many strong robots around, and Ginga wants to know why the Gulf are even attacking in the first place. Yeah, so they're Judo and Puro who have to take the field already. Do we need more kids? But yeah, what the hell's with the robot? Tell me about the bullshit. Anyway, he says that the Gulf are a machine empire bent on exterminating all life. They wrecked a bunch of stuff, and ours is next on the list. And the mighty Gulf have been further empowered by their alliance with the Gyandola. And to top it all off, they're living on the moon. And then Hokuto's like, that's impossible, we can't do anything against that. We're just regular school kids. How could we fight Empire machines? And then Vega's like, Hokuto. And then Ginga's like, but didn't we just do that though? And Hokuto's like, yeah, but we can't do that again. And Ginga's like, why not? I think we can do it again. And then, for whatever reason, the Dendo chose them, and that's got to mean there's something they can do, right? So Hokuto's not convinced, but Ginga is like, actually, we're anime boys, we can do it with the protagonists, alright? And, yeah, he's like, how could you call yourself a man acting like that? And then Hokuto says, you have no idea how terrible something like combat is. And then Ginga's like, yeah, I do, and I can't turn my back on it all, alright? And then Vega with, alright, enough of you complaining. You kids are so noisy. And then, huh? And then, yeah, it's like, yeah, you kids, blah, 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 all you do. And then it's like, Vega, please. And Bright just makes a face. And she's like, I'm sorry for the outburst. It's like, what the heck? Vega tells Hokuto that she understands how he feels, but it's the truth that the Dendo chose him and everybody needs his help. And she says to Ginga that being chosen does not change the danger. Like, they might still fucking die. So Shibuya's gonna leave it to them to make the decision, and Ginga says he doesn't really see a choice. If his friends in his hometown will end up a victim of the golfer. And he tells Hokuto some words that his mother gave him. Righteousness without strength is powerlessness. Strength without righteousness is violence. And now they've got some strength of their own, so he wants to use it for what's right. And then Vega tells Hokuto to have some faith in himself and in Dendo. And Hokuto's like, yeah, okay, sure. He'll pilot it as a way to protect his family and everyone else from the golfer. So Commander Shibuya thanks him, and with that decided, he's got a request for Bright. Take the kids and Dendo to the Agama, so they can learn how to be good. And Shibuya knows, considering the situation of the world, that Gear can't limit themselves to fighting just the golfer. So Hokuto is a bit, fighting other humans? But there's so many groups right now trying to take over the world that, and all like the golfer, they threaten the entire Earth sphere. So to put Hokuto's mind at ease, Vega says that modern mobile weapons all come equipped with high-performance ejection systems. So unless the cockpit gets blammoed directly, they'll be safe. So Shibuya asks Inoue to see that Dendo's brought to the Helagama. And Inoue's like, sure thing, follow me, kids. So they leave. Bright turns to Shibuya, and he's like, no, I understand. So I also feel ill at ease sending these kids off to battle. But the Dendo chose them. This is something that neither of them can avoid. And then Vega explains that the golfer will be after them, and the robot now, and if they get their hands on it, then all life in the galaxy is done. And Bright is like, okay, so what the hell is the Dendo, alright, that can pull that off? And Vega says she'll tell him when the time is right. And with that in mind, she's coming with the kids. And Bright's like, sure, alright. Brilliant. And then aboard the ship, everyone else is like, wow, Dendo's pretty cool, huh? Aqua says it's quite different from an Earth-made unit, what with them turbines on the limbs. And judging from what we saw in the last fight, it seems to be a melee-focused robot, just like the mobile fighters. The old G Gundam boys. Kane says that the pilot's the same age as Puru and Puru 2. And then Aqua's like, really? It's like, yes, Aqua, you're old. Almost Christmas cake. But then Puru comes in, and they're showing Ginga and Hokuto around. And they probably see their mech's already been brought aboard. And Puru 2 says, what's with the hatch in its back? And they're like, I don't know what that's for, actually. Kane and Koji like seeing kids all getting along so quickly, but Aqua's just losing shit that they're all like, those children are Dendo's pilots? And shit, and I heard that the pilot ID, Akira Hibiki, is a high schooler. Are we really not going to get any pilots my age? Poor Aqua. Then Inoue and Aiko come in, and they took a bit more time than anticipated bringing in the Hyper Dendo batteries. And with him he's plugged in, then there's no danger of running out of juice. And then it's like, wait, what? Dendo runs on batteries? And then Ginga's like, but don't they run off of solar power and stuff? And Inoue says they tried that, but they're worried about what would happen at night, or snowy or rainy days. So the only problem is keeping them recharged currently. Aqua's still a bit worried because mobile weapons burn through energy like no one's business. Even the Garm Raid's auxiliary power runs out pretty quick. And Inoue says that this will work for the Dendo right now, and Aqua's like, right now, huh? And then Kiyotakuni comes over to pick up Ginga and Hokuto, and if they're going to be working on this from now on, then they need to explain to their parents, but they're not allowed to talk to the Dendo or the golfer, okay? Don't mention none of that shit. And then Kane's like, alright, yeah, you need to be good to your mothers whenever you're together, because otherwise you'll regret it later. And then Koji's like, damn, you speaking from experience? He's like, yep, my mum went missing when I was fighting the Giganos. But she's a fierce woman, so she'll be fine. She's a real fucking battle axe. Yeah, they're literally big AA batteries. Like, they're just, it's really good. And then Ginga's like, wow, I know what sort of person Kane's mum is. And then Hokuto asks Ginga's like, you'll find out soon enough. And then back in the city, here's Ginga's mother. She's gonna beat the shit out of him, but she's Midori, and she's like, "All right, he's like, well, what did you do that's so bad?" He's like, he's like, "What did you do?" He's like, "What? Here it comes." He's like, "What do you do that's so bad that not just the police, but the army want to haul you in? Who did you fight? Then I didn't teach you Kempo for that sort of bullshit." And then Ginga's like, "I didn't do nothing, all right?" He's like, "Well, what's this soldier doing here, huh?" He said they want to explain if you just stop yelling and listen to him. And then Hokuto is like, ah, I see. One of those. But Midori demands a confession. And then Orie steps in and says the kid seems to be telling the truth. And then Kirakuni is like, oh yeah, they've been selected for the new science trainee program in the army. And they'll be going around the world, visiting different labs and experiencing the latest technology. And it counts as their school year, so their learning won't be impaired. And Midori asks if it's safe, and he's like, yeah, but yeah, it's, and he's like, yeah. And then Ginga's like, come on, Mom, let me go. He's like, that's weird. When you care so much about your studies. And Kiraku's like, oh, gee, whoa. And then Ginga's like, hey, I'm totally serious, I'm really serious. And then they look at each other. And then she's like, alright, you can go if you want to so much. And then she turns to Kirakuni and tells him that she'll give him the lecture of his life if anything happens to Ginga. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to fucking die. Holy shit. And then Orie asks what Hokuto wants to do. And he wants to go along too. And she's like, sure, brilliant, let's go. And then Kirakuni will be back to pick him up tomorrow. And then off we go. Yeah, it's adorable for nothing, just going around learning. Then Ginga's little sister comes in. And and he tells her to be good while he's away on the trip. And she's like, sure, as long as you buy me a souvenir, you gotta get me a stuffed lion. He's like, sure thing. And then it's making noise. Yeah, lion. He's like, yeah, I will. Then smiles, got a tooth missing. Wild. But Midori figures that she's gonna make his favourite dinner for tonight. And Ginga's not happy about lying to his mother, but he knows it's for a good cause. Sorry, mother. And then Orie and Hokuto are going to be going too. Midori apologises for not being more hospitable at the moment, but that's no problem. With Ginga helping watch over her son, it's fine. And then Midori asks that Hokuto do the same and look after the Ginga boy. And then at their home, Orie remembers Ginga as the kid they met at school. And Hokuto says, yeah, we're going to be good friends. And then Orie's like, okay, but are you sure you really want to go on this trip? You really want to go on this tour? And she won't force him to do, like, either way. It's up to, he's free to choose. And he says he's not 100% sure, but that's why he's going to be with Ginga. And he feels that it's something he has to do. So Orie says she'll say no more, but wants him to remember that he'll always be in her thoughts. And with that, he's going to make his favourite stew for dinner, because I know Hokuto sucks and needs to be punished, so he's got to eat stew.